Greetings, programs. Atari here, you there, and welcome to another in our series on Arduino Basics. So anytime that you're learning a new programming language or a new piece of hardware, you always want to start with what is known as a hello world type script. These are very simple scripts to let you know you've kind of got the basics of the structure working. Now on the Arduino, that is pretty much just having the built-in LED blinking. It's an on-off simple digital switch. We're going to take that one step further by controlling an external LED. Now, for this project, we will need our Arduino. In this case, we're using an Uno, a couple of lead wires, a 330 ohm resistor, a single LED, and of course our breadboard and computer, but that's kind of going without saying. Now let's wire the circuit. And through the miracle of television, we have our circuit wired. We have one lead going out from pin 2 on the Arduino into the breadboard. From there into the LED. LED goes into one leg of the resistor. The other leg of the resistor is then connected to the lead going back to the ground on the Arduino. Now, if you're unfamiliar with using a breadboard, click the link up in the corner for another video that will explain how to use one. Now let's take a look at our Arduino Sketch. The first thing you'll notice is this slash and asterisk combination. Now that just signifies a commented area. That has nothing to do with the code or anything like that. It's just used for putting notes or anything else in the code that won't be run, but it's there to help you kind of decipher what's going on. Same thing here with the pair of slashes. These are generally for one line or for a break off of a separate line, such as you see right here. This is what's called a variable. A variable is a named location in memory where a program can manipulate its data. For example, the name of this variable is LED pin, and its value is set to 2. The letters int stand for integer, which just tells the Arduino what kind of a variable this is going to be. In this case, it's an integer variable. It is a variable that is a number. The void keyword is used only in function declarations. It indicates that this function is expected to return no information back to the function from which it was called. Well, what is a function then? A function is a group of statements that together perform a task, and they're enclosed in brackets, and they're nestable. So you can actually put a function inside of a function, inside of a function, inside of a function, and so on. This is the setup function. The setup function is called when the sketch first starts. It's used to initialize variables, pin modes, start using libraries, etc. The setup function will only run once after each power-up or reset of the Arduino board. The pin mode command configures the specified pin to behave either as an input or as an output. The pin mode command contains two parts. One is the pin number. As you see here, we're using the variable LED pin, and the second part is the mode, which tells us either input or output. Now, after creating the setup function, which initializes and sets the initial values, the loop function does precisely what its name suggests. It loops consecutively, forever, over and over again. And it allows your program to change and respond to input. The loop function is used to actively control the Arduino board. The digital write command writes a high or a low value to a digital pin. It's a binary value. It is either 1 or 0. It is either on or off, high or low. And it consists of two parts, the pin number and the value. The delay command pauses the program for a specified amount of time. This is expressed in milliseconds, or 1/1000th of a second. In this example, the delay is 1 second. Now that we know what the code does, let's put it on the board and see what happens. And here we have our completed project. Power comes in from the computer, out on pin 2 to our LED. The power is toggled on and off via the sketch. The LED goes on and off as the power is toggled. A current limiting resistor protects our LED, and the whole thing runs back to ground onto the Arduino. Now, to test your understanding, take a look at the sketch and see if you can tell what the Arduino is doing at each line in the code. And for more fun, let's figure out what happens if we change some of the variables. What happens if we change the pin, or if we change the value of the time delay? And that will conclude today's Arduino how-to lesson. To learn more about using the Arduino, click the playlist here and watch the entire series. And to get the complete show notes for this episode, including the sketches that are used, click the link right here. If you're interested in goofy electronics projects or learning more about various electronics platforms, click the subscribe button, and don't forget to click the bell notification icon so you don't miss anything. My name is Atari, and until next time, tally ho, y'all!